Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being patient with me, man. We are here, guys, for the awesome sauce, ladies and gentlemen. The second week in a row. The second week. I can't believe it's already been that long. That I've already been caught up to the awesome sauce known as Kingdom. And second weekly chapter video, guys. It's crazy, man, but here we are. Kingdom Awesome Sauce, man, chapter 534, entitled Until Sundown. Huge shout out to my man Quinn for letting me know the chapter was out. So let's go ahead and do this, man. I was gonna do this yesterday, and but you know, with Raw, and whenever I got home, I was like, man, let me leave this up to tomorrow, because I could have done it after Raw, but I was already so exhausted. I was like, I don't want to give only 40% of me, man. I want to go in 100% after work tomorrow. So that's what I did. Came home, ate, took a shower. We're here to read some Kingdom Awesome Sauce, guys. So let's do this here. Starting off the chapter right off the bat. Right off the bat, baby. We see a whole, I mean, they're just going at each other, man. These guys, amazing. The soldiers, they've caught a second wind. It's the morale, bro. Morale is so important. And then in this case, whenever they're already trained, like almost super soldiers, because all of their individual skill is extremely high. So, I mean, yeah, they're gonna go in. They've got a second wind. He did it. It's too early to celebrate. This is nothing more than the bare minimum of preparation we need for what is coming up. What? The fact that the Mako army stands on the brink of annihilation remains unchanged. That's facts. What Moten is saying is facts. The reality is that this is only going to be a temporary thing. They have to keep this up, man. And or how to put it, they need to come up with a plan B in order to cover this plan A. Because even though the morale is high, there's still a lot of them they have to take care of. So they're gonna need to do something. Like someone else needs to come in here and help, or they need to come up with another strategy in order to help along with that strategy. So look at this panel, man. My man Moten, his hair flowing in the wind, bro, like he's prime Triple H show. Just hair, man, going out, man, going all the way down. He needs the water. Poof, it's over, son. Moten greatness. Choyudono, I need you to pick out all of the units here in the center that are in fighting shape. Then swiftly dispatch them to reinforce the left and right rallying points. Reinforce the rallying points? Try to balance out the distribution. Look at this panel close up into Moten's eyes. You know, the one strand of hair from his bangs coming down his nose. This is an excellent panel, man, because it just shows that Ten is just staring him down. And whenever, before when she would question him, now she's like, okay, in those eyes, there's a determination. Like, he wouldn't be looking the way that he is right now if he wasn't focused, if he wasn't sure of what he was about to do. And that's why Hara included this panel right here in the middle, because it not only ensures Ten right here, but ensures us as viewers, like, yo, Moten's serious right now, man. Moten's dead serious, and he's ready to go in like swimmer. Welcome to the flipping hunting grounds, bro. However, see that you send the bulk of the cavalry to the Haishin unit on the right. He's prioritizing reinforcing the Haishin unit with cavalry? Even if morale has been restored without a proper strategy, it will be meaningless. Whether or not the Mako army will still be alive by sundown will all come down to this strategy. We have no room for any hesitation or failure. It is only now that this HQ's true battle begins. The decisive moment of the first day. This is only one day, guys. This is only one day. Like, come on, man. Here we go. Bate-san. It looks like the Chin got their morale back all of a sudden. Reports say it's due to some speech delivered by their messengers. Look at him. Look at him. I love whenever you close in and you do a close-up on the eyes of a character, because that just shows the way that they're feeling. Right here, we're closing into Bate's eyes. We can either assume one of two things. Either number one, which is like just something that almost anyone would have in the situation, is the amount of focus they have on the flag, where they're saying, you know what, like it's this could get bad if not handled quickly. But number two, it also gives those eyes of, did those bastards really, do something like that? Like, and it's almost like he knows what Moten had in mind, and then he decided to, give the speech that Mako would normally give, the stand and fight. So he's probably looking like, really? Did we really go that far deep, man? So let's go ahead and see what in actuality he has to say here. We see Moten looking back. Sir, the Tosui unit is good to go. Send them out right away. I'll leave the distribution to you. Wait, Moten, you're going to divert even more of our center forces to the sides? Our front is starting to become quite thin. You do realize that lying in wait right in front of our HQ is, I know, the main core of the Bate army. He knows, bro. Don't try my boy Moten, man. He knows what he's doing. And his next move is the most important thing to keep watch over on this battlefield. Bate's powerful core is the one thing we cannot afford to take head on. And if we are targeted by him, it will be impossible to fend off. It will be impossible to fend him off unless we have gathered up a substantial number of our own forces. And look at 10 sweating, yo. She's realizing something, which is exactly why if Bate were to mount an attack on us here, we'll crumble pretty much instantly from their initial charge. Let me read that one more time, guys. And his next move is the most important thing to keep watches on the battlefield. Bate's powerful core is the one thing we cannot afford to take head on. If we are targeted by him, it will be impossible to fend him off unless we have gathered up a substantial number of our own forces. And then we go over here. No, it's pretty unlikely that Bate will choose to target us. What? I take it you understand what I'm attempting, Karyo-ten. Yeah, or at least a bit of it. It's like they don't even have to speak. Like 10 and Moten are on the same wavelength. They don't have to speak in order to, gauge, okay, so this is what she's thinking, this is what he's thinking, and that type of thing, And that's how you know that they're on the same level in terms of how good, or like how much, and how skilled they are in terms of this, in its case, like strategy and whatnot. I only noticed just now, but you still haven't committed the main bulk of your Gakuka unit. Obviously, if you weren't able to rouse the Mako army, then by coming in here, they'd only be charging headlong to their deaths. Did you send Rikusen to the left and Shin to the right because you've hidden them somewhere to the left? Yep, that's exactly it. Just like my little brother said, you're quick on the uptake. Not really. I'm more amazed that you were able to think of all this while rejoining the fight. That's facts, yo. He came up with it on the spot, man. On the spot. Like me in my prime model for 3 days, man. Whenever I was commanding the team, yo. You know what I mean, son? Not only that, but the fact that an outsider like Moten was able to take control of the entire Mako Army HQ so smoothly is something even more shocking. You can't. When it comes to Moten, man, you gotta put respect on his name, bro. Not only that, but the fact that an outsider like Moten was able to take control of the entire Mako Army HQ so smoothly is something even more shocking. I mean, they stated that this man is someone that could be, like, it has the potential to be Osen level, bro. When you have the potential to be on the level of the man himself, Osen, you know you've got to be fire. And we know how good Moten is, man. I mean, look at him. He's wearing a Ric Flair jacket on at war, bro. He's going ham. He's got the swag. He's got the skill. He's got the look. He's a top babyface, bro. My boy goes in, man. Moten greatness, baby. He got gold promos. Moten, look at this close-up on his face, bro. Moten, even Sensei is said to be unable to truly grasp the full scope of this man's talents. Yo, let me read that one more time. Moten, even Sensei is said to be unable to truly grasp the full scope of this man's talents. Let's go. I don't blame me for staring, but Bate should be... Yo, 10 is blushing. She's like, woohoo, I like what I'm saying here. Oh, man, I don't blame her for staring, but Bate should be making his move soon, Karyo-ten. And then she shook, bro. She shook, man. Bate's on the Chin brothers, and their men are back. Here we go. The Mugen 10 are all here, too. We're all here as well. The boss unit is ready to move out at any time. So who's the poor bastard that we're going to hit? Is it that flimsy-looking HQ of theirs? Dumbass, what's the point of taking out an empty HQ that doesn't even have Mako in it? See? Exactly what I was saying earlier, man. He must have caught on ASAP. ASAP to that thing. So we're going after one of those rallying points of theirs? On the left and right, huh? Yeah, and of course, the one we'll go for is the one with the high ship unit. So Moten was right! Moten was right! Alright, Bate unit heading out. It's the same Haishin unit from Kokuyo. We also need to avenge Ryoto-san. If you see that Lieutenant Kyokai of theirs, kill her first. Yo, he wants nothing else but Kyokai's head. But Kyokai, you better not try Kyokai. Bro, Kyokai will lay the smacketh down upon this man, his entire army, bro. And his entire army, man. You better not try the goat. The Bate's core is heading to the right for the Haishin unit, just as we expected. Yeah. Here we go. Keisui-sama. Hold on, man. I gotta reset right quick. I'll be right back here, man. I apologize about that. Keisui-sama, the Bate unit is making for the left rallying point. A good decision. The Chin are clearly using those flags to gather their men. Looks like they're sending a decent number of reinforcements, but they don't stand a chance against Bate Kisui, bro. You cannot underestimate Shin of the High Shin unit, bro. You're making the same mistake that every single person in the past 534 chapters has made, bro. You can't underestimate Shin, man. You can't, bro. That's one dude you absolutely must not underestimate, man. We got bad news! Making a beeline straight for us, Shin. Damn it. Leave Bate to me. Hold this ground with your life. Don't. Chokai said, chill, Yoshi. Take it easy. Moten told you before we left, remember? If Bate came for us, there's too large of a gap in numbers to take him head on. Your job is just to restore morale, nothing more. Don't get too caught up in the heat of the moment. Got it? Look at Moten, man. Then what are we going to do? We keep on fighting while making use of our mobility? That's why so many of our reinforcements have been cavalry. Either way, the most important thing is to drag the Bate unit as far away from here as we can, probably. The Haishin unit is slowly pushing their way to the outside. Bate is staying on their tail as well. Surprisingly well executed. It's because they have Kyokai. Yeah, because Ten's like, there's no way in flying Flagnars that Shin would have been able to come up with that. You know what I mean? If they're able to drag Bate away far enough, then it will be Bate who cannot return easily. Since if they show their backs, the Haishin unit is guaranteed to pounce. But then what's the next step? Committing every last scrap of resource we have. Rota, send Gramps the signal. Yes, sir. That's the signal. Let's go. Sorry about that again. That's the signal. Let's go. And then here they come. What? A huge number of cavalry appear from the left forest. There's so many of them. 3,000 cavalry? Yeah, it's the bulk of the Gakuka unit after all. And they're going to punch right into the Zao from their reinforced Rikusen's position. You kept us waiting, Adjutant. Rikusen, the plan was to have you take over command now. Are you still up for it? You betcha. The Mako army has got their morale back, and together with them we're gonna push back the enemy's front line as much as they can with this single charge. Push them back? We will also be moving our HQ over there. It was impossible to save all of them, which is why right from the very beginning, Moten intended to revive only the left half of the Mako army. Look at Kisui, bro. He's shook. He's sweating. He doesn't even know what's happening. This does not bode well. If they're able to preserve the left half of their forces by the day's end, then they'll be in shape to pose a credible threat to us from the second day onwards. That cannot be allowed. We must stamp them out here and now on the first day. Kisui's heading down there? Kisui's heading down there? Otherwise, the ambush to Riboku-sama risked his own life for will have been in vain. On me, men! We go to crush the enemy army on the right. Moten, the enemy HQ is still coming down. They're heading straight for us. It's Kisui, Moten. Yo, is Moten about to go after Kisui, bro? We will send the Gakuka unit to the front. Denjun, send word to Gramps and Rikusen and tell them to get information. Moten. Is Moten really about to go in? I can't say I'm a very big fan of this sort of thing, though. Until sundown, huh? Zao forces Center Army HQ. Riboku-sama, you had better take a short pause for now. The planning concerning the state of the board tomorrow. I'm afraid you'll have to redo it all without your original assumption. What do you mean by that? Is that nighttime? What the hell's going on? Sir, the reason being... Oh yeah, I found him. What? It skipped time? Our report from Kisui stated... Moten got wrecked? Shin, sup. Moten-sama. We had... Yo, Moten delivered the job? Moten delivered... Wait, I'm confused, bro. Oh, wait, it failed. Where's the Kisui army? Oh, they finally pissed off just a bit earlier. Moten's intention was never to beat them. Moten's intention was to hold them off. And he used himself as a sacrifice, bro. No hesitation, man. Moten! Yo. Now, by the way, Moten, I think you might have managed to save more of the Mako army than you expected. oh really now? Oh, and you see their fists, man, like that bond of friendship that they have as rivals, man. He cuts and he picks him up off the floor. And that's the end of the chapter, man. Wow, that was awesome. Because I guess maybe I didn't read it in the dialogue or something, but I didn't. I expected like one long drawn out battle between Moten and Kisui, but no. Instead, yo, because at first I was like, what? So Riboku, and he says, we're going to take a short pause for now, planning concerning the board tomorrow, for you have to redo it without your original assumption. Riboku looks mad. Shin is looking out at night. I'm like, what in the flying flag nards? Was there a time skip? And yeah, there was. And they found him. Moten's laying down there. And then he says, we had failed. Yeah. It's like, all you had to do. That's why the chapter is called Until Sundown. Because all Moten was intending on doing was just, holding them off. That's it. And he still managed, according to Shin, he still managed to save more of the Mako army than he expected. Moten greatness, man. Moten greatness. Dude, we know that Bate has an eye out for Kyokai. I'm expecting Bate versus Bate and Kyokai, because I'm pretty sure they're both of them are gonna go at it. With Kisui, I'm not sure, man, because they say he's so skilled. I'm not even sure who could take it on. Probably Shin, man. I can't underestimate Shin, bro. It's like, no matter who he's up against, man. But I just remember, thanks to this chapter, how much like those guys really want revenge for what happened, man. Yo, because even though Kyokai, we remember she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it, man, but she had to kill him. She had to do it, bro. And man, that's going to carry into a plot point right here in the story, because now they're going to be motivated. The moment that they see Kyokai, he said especially the Lieutenant Kyokai. Like, they are, all blood. No wanted or alive, son. No dead or alive. Straight up dead. Straight up, bring her back dead. Who gives a flying flag, nerds, man? Man, this was a fun chapter. This was a really fun read. Moten greatness, man. I wonder where we're gonna go from here. I really want to see what's going on with Yotanwa, and over there. I want to see more of what Osen has planned. But right here with the High Shinra, man, it's always nice to see what they're doing, with what's going on with them. And we just got off a couple chapters with Ohun, so I want some Yotanwa greatness, man. I want some Yotanwa greatness. That's what I need. But regardless, man, whatever happens next, right now, there's so many different things happening at once that regardless of how I decide to take it, I'll end up enjoying it. I love how Kyokai and Moten are on like the same wavelength in terms of how they think, because they don't have to speak to each other. It's like they finish each other's sentences. That's how well they know each other, or not even how well they know each other. How you know that both of them are on the same, like I said before, on the same level of skill, to where that's what they would do. So that's why they're saying it, and stuff like that is always really cool to me. So man, and just to see Riboku's shocked face, you're like, what? Like, are you serious, man? You can't underestimate the greatness of Moten, man. I wonder what happened. Like he kept holding them out and holding them out and holding them off. This was a fun chapter, man. This is a really fun chapter. I'll go ahead and I'll definitely give this one a good sauce, man. I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next, because now it looks like the first day is done, because it's nighttime. It's nighttime whenever Shin gets back over there. So what's about to go down in day 2, man? What's about to go down in day 2? Dude. Man, we gotta see, if this first day is already ended, we gotta see what happened with Kanki too, man. What's going on with Kanki as well? But we'll get to it. You guys have an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching, man. Kingdom greatness, man. Moten right now is the main star. And I think that right after this, we're going to possibly move into another, because that's usually how Hara likes to do it. He likes to give characters, their spotlight and their time to shine. So I think after this, we're probably going to move into something else, I want to say, or we'll go right into day 2. One of the two, man. One of the two. But you guys are also today. Kingdom greatness. I will see you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought about this chapter. And once again, I know I keep pushing it back, man. It's just that I have so many videos planned. But the top 10 Kingdoms characters video will be coming out eventually, man. Eventually, bro. Have an awesome day, guys. Kingdom greatness.